Sad truth is most of you will most likely remain a bundle of unresolved tensions. You see something, you feel a way, you don't even know why. The highlight of stupidity is to see something, feel some type of way, and not know why. You have to understand how your mind fucking works. You perceive something, and unresolved tensions now project onto it. What does this reflect about you? It reflects the lack of internal organization. You are failing at using your mind as an apparatus to execute at higher levels. This is why you will remain and stagnate on lower levels. Your mind has unresolved tensions and you refuse to do some shit to fix it because you're too fucking stupid. If you see something, if you feel a way, and you don't know why, you are the highlight of fucking stupidity. So what does that mean? We now come to the conclusion that if you have unresolved tensions, well, you need to do some shit. You need to make a move on the chessboard to begin fixing some shit. You need to accelerate your development and move at a pace to actually grow and develop and use your mind as a tool for reality manufacturing character development instead of a fucking bundle of unresolved clutters of tension. Everywhere you go, you feel some type of way. You don't even know why. You don't even know the root causality of why you feel the way you do. You just feel it. And then you drift through space and time, never resolving. You only absolve the problem and adhere to the mediocre behavioral patterns of which stem from. You guys have no control over yourself. You're a fucking debauched primate that's going to die, bitch. Because you refuse to accept the responsibility of cleaning up that internal fucking chaotic mind. Your mind reflects your reality, and you guys reflect mediocrity at the highest level of self-deprivation. Your self-worth is a reflection of the work you instill into yourself. Bitch! You're fucking worthless. You have to understand that the clutters of your mind is dictating the way you move through reality. Most of you guys will forever remain insufficient, only doing the bare minimum, the bottom barrel minimum of what you could do in your life. You will forever feel tensions. You will forever be a slave to whatever you feel. You'll never be a master, and you will never wield the force of emotion itself. You have to understand how this works. You're either a slave to emotion or you're a wielder of it. You're either a calm pillar in the midst of a storm, or you become the storm and you enter a rapture state of consciousness because you refuse to accept the responsibility of working on yourself and developing and evolving as a fucking human. You have to understand that everything develops and evolves but you. And the reason you don't evolve is not because you're special. It's simply because you refuse to accept the responsibility of actual development. Not some, unresolved tension, not some insecure, not some insecurity manifesting as behavior patterns which pretend to absolve and pretend to solve, but in actuality it's just you lying to yourself, deceiving yourself to feel better for that bitch. But we all know that you can't uproot a plant from the fucking leaves. You have to actually grab the root of it and tear it from the ground. And most of you guys will forever pluck leaves off your fucking chaos tree, and the root will always remain there, and it'll continue to grow, and you'll remain the same bitch. You'll feel the same way. You'll have the same tensions. They'll only grow. And you'll think that you did something when all you did was pluck a little leaf off of it. The problem is still there. It still remains. It still ingrains, and you still remain a low-level piece of shit who's going to die a bitch. And so the deepest of most truths, the deepest truth you could come to is that you are the causality of your reality. In every way you are affected externally and internally is a reflection of you. The way you go through space and time is going to dictate the way you feel, the way your life reflects you. Most of you guys will forever stagnate in mediocrity and comfort. You'll never step up into a stage of development. You'll never evolve beyond your mental prison. You'll remain shackled to the post as you go through time, drifting, never becoming what you were meant to be, being a waste of space on planet Earth, simply a biomass accumulation of mediocrity, a bunch of tensions, a bunch of desires that never went fulfilled, just this piece of fucking shit to be aware of. Guys, it doesn't get realer than this. You're either going to align with the message, you're going to listen to the essence, you're going to develop, you're going to actually evolve, or you're going to sit there and stagnate like this bitch, and then you're going to project your internal tensions on whatever the fuck's reflecting your iniquity and your deprivation. You have to understand that you perceive the world as you are, not as it is. And the more you perceive the world as you are, not as it is. And so the more the message collides with your mind and causes collisions of unresolved tensions to manifest through you, understand it's simply a reflection of your iniquity to reflect upon yourself. The world is a mirror, and for some reason you thought it was a window, confining yourself into this glass prison of dying a bitch. You have to understand that you need to look in the mirror. You have to ask yourself, is that who I admire? Is this who I want it to be? Is this my purpose on earth? You'll realize it's not. And you'll realize you've been wasting your fucking life this entire time because someone told you that maybe this is the path you should walk. Bitch! You don't choose your path. The path chooses you. But most of you guys will forever rob yourself out of the actual development needed to reveal the path to yourself. The path enlightens as you walk it. Most of you guys never took a fucking step. Most of you guys are still at the bottom of the mountain. And matter of fact, the mountain is infinite. And so you roll down on this infinite cycle because time only dictates if you're developing or devolving. There's no finite or space of neutrality that you can exist in. You're either going up or you're going down. Most of you guys believe that comfort and stagnation is why you're going up. When we look at your character, when we take a good inspection at who you became, we'll realize you became nothing. And as time fades through your hand like sand on a beach, as you go through time realizing nothing, as you realize your potential has dwindled and faded, as the flame that was deep within your soul distinguishes, you have to understand this is a reflection of your iniquity and deprivation of character. A slave to yourself, your lower self at that. You have to understand how this works. You have primordial versions of selves, you have powerful, you have intellectual capabilities and capacities within you, and you've unlocked none of them. You've never tested yourself. You never stepped up. You never said, fuck, I'm going to challenge who the fuck I am. Who the fuck am I? I know who the fuck I am. I'm not this bitch. I'm someone more. I know I'm worth more. I see it every day. Look at my life. Every day I grow. I know I'm worth more. There's no reason for me to be born in a universe, have to go through life, and then be worth nothing. Most of you guys will always feel the torment and torture of knowing you're worth more but settling for less. You settled for what you have, and so now you may sit there in the unresolved tensions and emotions which cascade your mind into the abyss of sanctioned failure and deprivation. You know you're worth more until you make the choice to become the causal. You'll forever suffer in the silent torment of never being the best version of you, and unless comprehended, will not even understand the velocity and the weight of the message itself. To not be the best version of you means to be an insecure, stifling, porn addict bitch. The best version of you is the most confident, the most attractive, the most luckiest. Most of you guys believe that you guys have formed unlucky complexes in your mind. Why me? Why him? It's a reflection of your deprivation, bitch. It's not concrete will from God set in stone. It's a manifestation of your unresolved tensions robbing you from life. So step the fuck up or stay the fuck down. We don't got time to waste for your bitch ass. The mirror is the best thing to look at, and the message is the best thing to hear, because people who sincerely love you will tell you what you need to hear and tell you to change, and the people that hate you will look you in your face, look at your life, understand that you have infinite potential deep in their soul, and watch you suffer in eternity as your existence become this rapture of silent torment because your suppressed emotion is dictating your life, not your fucking will. It's that fucking simple. Peace!